I don't know why you're taking so long to load. Anyway, um, so last we left off, you guys are still traveling to Gracklestug, and through the trials and tribulations on the way, you came across a group of gas spores in which one of your party, Spiderbait, failed and contracted the disease that they carry that they use to uh, uh, repo- yeah, they use to actually make more of themselves. Thinking quickly and trying to save his life, you guys chose to take a spell scroll and use a scroll of, or not a scroll, but
It was
use
a page out of the book.
yeah, it was a page out of the book. Use a page out of a spell book that um, Canis had. And using that page, you managed to turn him to stone so that you could get him to the next town and hopefully save him from his affliction. From there, you continued traveling, coming across a patch of violet fungi, and in a quick and easy fight through the winding tunnels, you've managed to get to the end. How do you proceed?
Let's see here. We were told to keep left, and we've killed everything, so we should be able to get everyone through.
At least you've killed everything left.
Just not everything the other way.
Yeah. So do you continue on your travels, or?
Resource-wise, I think I'm pretty good. So I think we can just keep on going.
I think I'm okay too. I don't think I really used anything. No, I didn't use anything.
Yeah, I didn't use anything either.
Mhm.
We just tore through that.
I mean,
Well, the
they,
only
I'm
thing I
good.
did use was my class feature, but I have a few more uses of that, so.
okay. Alrighty. Then, without further ado, you come across on the next day of travel some deep gnomes. They look to be traders. As you head, as they're heading the opposite direction as you, they just kind of give a smile and go, "Welcome, travelers. Heading to Gracklestug?"
Indeed, we are.
We just, uh, we're just 4 days out from there.
4
Well,
days.
that's a lot closer than we were.
Oh. Maybe we'll make it there soon enough.
Hopefully. Do you wish to buy anything, or do you have anything to trade?
Uh, what do you have for sale?
Oh, mostly we mostly have weapons. We're heading to Blingdenstone. We were sent a while back with some gems and salt, and we we've been away for a while. What news from Blingden? Do you have you been to Blingdenstone?
News-wise, we took care of the slime issue and the ghosts. I feel like there was another thing I took care of that I don't quite remember what I did.
Oh,
And then Sud pulls out a notebook. Let's see here. Oh, right. Also dealt with the were rats. They're part of your people now. Please don't attack them when you get there.
Well, it's nice to know that they're not going to be a problem.
Yeah, so I dealt with the ghosts, the undead, the oozes, something about a rock blight. I remember dealing with that.
Oh,
That
the
was
rock
annoying.
plate is being cleansed. Oh, that is good news. Good news to hear. Well, we might be
Yes,
able to fully reclaim Blingdenstone then.
that's the hope. Uh, we were also on our way with a cart of salts and such, but it kind of got destroyed by a random lava pool opening up.
Ah, that is unfortunate. You have to watch out for that. Of course, there's not really much you could do about this. Uh, and he kind of looks at your remaining deep gnome friend. Do you want to join us back home, friend? Like, no, I'm just going to show them the way and then start heading back. Are you sure? That seems quite dangerous. I mean, it's the least I could do. They've helped out a lot. Do you, does anybody interject?
No.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have anyone else in the group who would actively know the way where we need to be, so Sun feels like he can't interject. Because I want to, as a person, I want to tell him, nah, go with your friends, it'll be safer that way. But no, we need him so we don't get lost.
Kinda need the guide.
Mm. Okay, well, after meeting with the traders, the day continues without incident. Let me see here. Is there anything you guys do before the next day?
I don't know, explore the cave a little bit, just look around out of curiosity.
I'm gonna look
Cautiously.
through. I'm gonna look through the wizard's book a little bit more, try to decipher it
Okay.
a little more than I have.
All right.
My curiosity. I wish to look around cautiously.
Okay. Something that is interesting that you do note, the current area you're in is constantly giving off a dim glow, even the rocks around you, and it doesn't look like there's anything specific that's causing it. No phosphorescent algae or moss. There's no mushrooms or crystal formations. It's just softly glowing, which makes it almost feel like you're in perfect lighting conditions.
I'm
Uh,
gonna move closer.
oh, and this is all around you. It's not in a specific place. It's everywhere right now.
I'm going to admire it and look around a little more at it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What do you try? How do you try to investigate further?
I'm trying to see what could be possibly causing this. Is it like some sort of enchanted rock stone, or is it a mineral or something giving this off, or is it just something here doesn't seem right? Why is it glowing?
Make an investigation check.
That would be a 16.
16?
Mm-hmm.
With a 16, you can't find anything that would naturally cause this. And you don't even find any evidence of like enchantments or inscriptions that would cause this either.
I'm going to sit for a minute and just kind of go, kind of look around a little bit, pull a ration out, munch, and be like, "What is going on?"
Make an Arcana check.
Oh, good. Something I'm actually good with. Come on, die. Ooh, high roll. That's better.
Mhm.
Arcana is a +8, so that makes it a 25.
Okay. Out of curiosity, how long have you been in the Underdark?
A
Roughly.
while. Because remember, my character was originally. I told you my backstory earlier.
Yeah. Okay.
So, how long has he been there before the
Okay.
catastrophes that awoke him?
I'm going to say that with a 25, you do remember reading bits and pieces about the Underdark before. And you're guessing this is what this is what you've read about. Just it is a random occurrence in the Underdark usually, but the area seems to be suffused with this energy source known as Phaserus.
Hmm.
It is kind of like magical radiation left over from thousands and thousands of years ago.
Okay.
The sight of this is not too much of a bad thing. Let me see here. Let me pull this up. I've got to get the information on this. Here we are. So, in addition to the the Phaserus energy that currently surrounds you, it usually, from what you've read, allows sight, especially for creatures used to darkness. Um, it protects people from divination spells.
Hmm.
Divination usually has a little harder time looking into areas suffused with phasers.
I wonder
And
if I am able to take some of this, or figure out how to capture some of this.
oh, I'm not done yet. You might want to think otherwise. Um, because teleporting into these areas or out of these areas also has trouble. And let me see here. Phasers also seems to be very, very susceptible to powerful energies. It changes and is colored by entities that have natural magical power.
So something big is nearby.
In a way.
I guess I'm going to go back and inform the rest.
Interesting tidbit.
Yeah. So we may want to keep moving.
By the way, with that information and with some of the small bits that you've seen so far, Alistair,
Mm-hmm.
you know that there is casting spells has some risks.
Hmm. Lovely.
Not this again.
Yep.
Sure, are you certain we should keep moving for now? Find a different spot to rest?
The only real problem is whatever creature is releasing this type of basic magic radiation is going to be the problem.
I mean, it sounds kind of interesting.
It may, but it will not be a very fun thing. But okay.
Okay.
So do we try and sleep and risk running into whatever's creating this, or do we move on?
I'll leave that up to you guys.
What do you think, Canis?
I guess caution is the way, but it is kind of neat.
Haven't we slept in this stuff before? Ron just kind of pipes up.
Yes, we have. And it's not been an issue until now.
I don't understand how it could be an issue still. What's changed?
Well, now we know this is caused by some kind of creature that could pose a problem.
But if we wish to rest here, that is fine. I just suggest that we take shifts and keep an eye out.
Well, we do that anyways. So I don't see a need to pack everything back up again then.
Well, then I guess we'll be staying here for the evening.
Okay. The night goes on without issue. And the next day also goes on without issue. The day after, you come across a small stream. Another underground stream that you've passed a couple. This time, as you are crossing it, you all notice a bit of disturbance in the water.
I'm going to look without getting super close.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to make a perception check on it.
Same here.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm not seeing squat.
Gotta get my
Because
D20.
perception. Where's my perception at? Oh, +3. So yeah, that's a 5 because I rolled a 2.
13
Oh
plus
God.
4, so 17. I rolled
Okay.
a 17 total.
All right. With a 17.
Sun is also walking just above the water. The sun is still taking no chances.
Okay. Trapped under a rock by its tail, you see a small, draconic looking creature. One moment. One moment.
Where did I go? I don't see anyone on the map.
I'm still on the previous map.
We're still on the previous map.
Oh, okay.
I didn't add anything or change anything for this. But you see a small, white-scaled draconic creature that is, actually blue-scaled draconic creature that is trapped by its tail by what looks to be a couple of rocks that fell over it. Mhm.
Continue your description. Sorry.
It looks like it was traveling in the water, swimming inside the stream whenever it got caught by something.
Sun frowns and will walk over and reach down and try to gently calm it so that he can free it. Easy, buddy.
Make an animal handling check.
Well,
12? Let's see.
well,
Let's see.
Just waiting to get bit or something.
It, as you slowly go up to it, notices you, and it grows still, watches you, and you get the water begins to tingle as you slowly get closer to it.
I'm walking above the water.
Okay.
Easy. I'm gonna try to let you free, alright? The sun's gonna stick his hand in the water, reaching towards its tail.
Do you touch it at all?
Sun is gonna have to gently touch the tail so that he can move the rocks, make sure he doesn't hurt it.
As you as you touch the tail to free it, you feel a small shock and take 3 lightning damage.
Sun winces, goes, ow. Could you please not shock me? Sun's gonna begin trying to remove the debris.
Okay. The debris isn't too hard. It was really an unfortunate, like, it brushed up against a loose rock at the wrong time, and the rock managed to drop in the specific place where it wouldn't be able to easily get out of. After you just kind of pull the rock away and let it go free, kind of darts away up and finds a stalagmite to hide behind and looks out from behind it.
Sun smiles, waves at it, and tries tossing it a portion of his food that he doesn't really eat.
Okay. Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Persuasion.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I'm proficient in this one. 14, 16.
Okay. With a 16, it quickly darts over to the food and begins to eat it, and then kind of eyes you a little bit before flying around and perching itself on your shoulder.
Sun kind of chuckles. Well, hey there. Didn't expect you to actually stick around.
Looks like you found a friend.
Well, apparently so. Sun will try to pet it top of its head a little bit.
It gives
with
a kind
like,
of
just one finger.
kind of gives a kind of murring noise.
Sun will chuckle and continue moving with the group.
Real quick. Congratulations. Wait.
It's tiny.
No, it's actually small.
Okay, there we go.
There you go.
That's great.
Alrighty then. Let me see here. The rest of the day goes out without issue. Do you do anything with your new friend?
Sun is gonna spend a good chunk of the day now that he is very much distracted. Just kind of like petting it or playing with it,
Mm-hmm.
feeding it if it's hungry. Um, seeing that it seems to be some kind of like young dragon, Sun is also going to offer it some silver and gold pieces.
This it f- it do you have like a backpack or something?
Yes.
This little
I
dragon takes your offerings of silver and gold and just finds a place within your backpack to burrow and store it.
Aw.
Sun chuckles at this. Okay, amusing. You're gonna need a name if you're gonna stick around.
I have given you access to the token, so feel free to name it as you wish.
I haven't thought of a name. I didn't expect to come across it this early on. Hmm. I will think on that while we travel.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Well, the next day goes without issue. Let's see here. Let's see here. And you're getting to about 1 to 2 days away from 1 to 2 days away. Oh no. From the getting 1 to 2 days away from Gracklestug when, as you are traveling, a rockfall happens. So I need everybody to make, I believe, dexterity saving throws.
Oh, fun.
Okay.
Hey, I'm good at those.
Thank
I'm
God.
okay at those.
Thank God I rolled a
Hold on, I gotta
16. So
check
dexterity. So that is a unnatural 20. Thank God.
Okay.
Okay.
I was concerned I was going to roll low. I'm like, please, no. I don't want to be crushed with a rock.
21 total.
Nice. All of you, from what it looks like, succeeded. Now let's see how your friends go. I'm going to have Bront make 2 saves.
Why?
Because he's got the spider bait on his back?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Shit.
Actually, given that you are not resting and this is not something from Ront is going to willingly fail to block spider bait.
Ouchie.
Go Ron.
This might actually hurt.
We'll see.
And cool. So okay. Okay.
Wow, John.
Better. Okay. So, half damage to those who succeeded. Let me double check. actually, those who succeeded do not take damage.
Okay, so it's over stuff.
Yeah. So fail. And these are away. You now, gosh darn it. Stupid roll 20. But Raunt, Eldith, and the goblin slave that you guys picked up along the way are trapped under rubble. What do you do to try and get them out?
Oh no.
That's problematic.
That's one way to put it.
I'm gonna use the Stone of Controlling Earth Elementals to create an Earth Elemental to help dig them out.
Okay. Okay. Let's see here.
Look, haven't used it yet. It recharges daily at dawn, and I get it for an hour.
I
think this is a worthy cause.
That is fair. That is quite fair.
Theoretically, you could turn the rubble that's on top of them into a golem and make it move off of them. Theoretically.
It says it summons an Earth Elemental, not creates one, unfortunately.
Bad.
Sad. Let's see here. Trying to find the conjure. Nope. I'm trying to find the specific item. I'm not finding it here. I will do this the old-fashioned way. Wait. It's the Stone of Controlling Earth Elementals, right?
Yeah. While touching the stone, you can take a magic action to summon an Earth Elemental within 30 feet of you for an hour or until dismissed with a bonus action. It can only be used once a day.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. All right. So you summon an Earth Elemental, and it begins digging out your allies.
Stun is, of course, going to help.
Yeah. I want you to make an athletics check with advantage.
Athletics?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I excel at this one. Dirty 20?
Yeah, dirty 20. Nice. Okay. Who do you go for first?
I think Raunt could hold on a little bit longer, so I'm gonna go for Eldith first.
Okay. You manage to pull out Eldith, and she's just like, you see that she's kind of bleeding from the forehead a little bit as she, like, you get her halfway and she grabs onto you to pull out the rest of the way. Let me see here. Canis, Alistair, what
Yes.
do you do to try and
Considering there's a cave-in, I'm going to look around, make sure it ain't gonna happen again, and see if it attracted any predators,
Mhm.
or the possibility of something being curious of what could cause things to fall, or looking for an easy meal.
I'd
Okay.
like to double check the structural integrity to make sure this doesn't happen again.
Okay. Alistair, make a perception check. Canis, make a investigation check.
15 for me.
11.
Okay. 15 and 11. Alistair, you do notice kind of in a little bit further past the rockfall, 2 hook horrors watching you.
Oh,
They
you gotta be kidding me.
there are fungal growths on their heads and like what looks to be like fungal starts kind of growing out of their eyes as they just
We
kind
got
of
problems,
watch you.
guys.
They're not approaching, they're just watching.
I'm still gonna point it out. We got some problems. We got some hook horrors over there with some strange spores in their eyes looking at us. Not exactly the best thing to have staring at us, but...
Mm-hmm. Canis.
Well, if they become a problem, I trust you to handle it while I get them out.
Canis. With
Yes.
with an 11. You're not sure. I mean, it might be okay, but who knows if another earthquake could happen and rocks fall again.
Right.
Okay. With that, the goblin fails a death save. And Ront takes another 6 damage.
Oh, wait, I forgot the goblin was in there.
Yep.
See, the only goblin I remember being in our party was Spiderbait. He died.
Oh,
I
he-
forgot
Spiderbait's
about-
not dead.
He's not dead yet.
Well, he might be after this one. Okay, once I have her out, I'm gonna go for Spiderbait.
For Spiderbait stone.
Or the goblin.
Okay,
Not Spiderbait.
the goblin. Okay.
Yep.
Make another athletics check with advantage.
Uh, 15.
15?
Yeah, I didn't roll too great. 15.
Okay. The stone elemental is definitely putting in a lot of work and helping you. So you're able to, with a 15, pull out the limp, unconscious body of the goblin that is with you guys. Candace, Alistair, what do you do?
Seeing that the little guy is unconscious, I'm gonna try to stabilize him.
Make a medicine check.
Alright. Medicine. 17.
17. Nice. With a 17, he's stabilized. He is knocked out. He's breathing steadily, though. And his head and face are bloody. Looks like some ribs might be crushed a little bit, too. But it looks like he'll live.
And then I'm going to go back to watching those hook horrors.
Okay.
'Cause I
Canis?
don't trust them.
Canis?
Yes.
What do you do?
You broke up for a second. I'm not sure what's going on.
I see. Well, the goblin slave that you guys have brought along with you is now pulled out of the rubble and stabilized.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Well, since when do we have a goblin slave?
It's not our slave. It was a
Oh.
slave
Yeah.
we rescued.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, now I remember.
He is an
I was like, what the
escaped.
fuck?
He is an escaped slave that has been tagging along with you guys.
Okay. I'm going to help with the recovery efforts then.
Okay. Make an athletics check.
Let's-
Eldith is helping you, so get advantage.
Oh. 22.
Nice. With
Nice.
a 22, you're able to slowly uncover Ront out from under the rock fall, and he kind of gets up. You can see that, like, he's a bit stiff, and he's slowly getting up as if, like, his back hurts a lot. But as he stands, you do see that the statue of Spiderbait is perfectly untouched. Little guy did a lot to help us. Couldn't let him get broken on us.
Thanks, Ront.
But with that, do you give some time to rest?
I think we're gonna move away from this area. We've got injured people. We don't know if the area will collapse again, and we got these weird fungal people staring at us.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on along.
Eldith is going to carry the little goblin.
So I have a mushroom on one shoulder and this wormling on the other.
Yep.
Sun has got to be an unusual sight like this, even for the Underdark.
Uh-huh.
No more unusual than a 6-foot rabbit and a fox
Yeah.
that are walking upright.
Herringon aren't that much of an uncommon sight.
In the Underdark? Are you sure about that?
Well, in the Underdark, sure, they're strange, but in Faerun? Anyway, alrighty. Doggo's going crazy. Let me see here. The next, as you come to a rest, silly doggo. There is a point where you have to take a rest. By now this guy has 1 HP. Let me see here. And during your rest, let me see here. Fact. Place yourselves wherever you would be. You're stopping to rest in this small little cavern here.
Is this tunnel actually here, or is there a wall there?
Oh, that tunnel is actually there.
I'm trying to decide where I'd want to sleep. I know we're going to be sleeping in shifts just because the hook cores are so close.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon me.
I think Sun's gonna be about here so that he can see like down all three pathways pretty well.
Okay. Alrighty. Is everybody happy with their location?
I'm assuming so.
Okay.
Canis?
It might be detrimental to me, but that's okay.
I'm all right.
Alright, cool.
Okay. As you are resting, you begin to hear horrid screams and shouts. It sounds like tormented souls, and I need each of you to make a saving throw. I need to find what saving throw that is.
Natural 20.
Nice. Whatever it is, you succeeded.
I'm waiting to see what the frick the saving is.
It's a wisdom
'Cause that
saving
would-
throw.
Oh, wisdom?
Yeah, wisdom. Oh, it's a good thing I got what I did then, because I only have a +1.
Well, I got a 15. I'm concerned.
Cool.
The wyvern also got a 15.
Okay, cool. Canis, what did you get?
What was the saving throw again?
Wisdom.
I'm trying to find it here on my thingy. There it is. Saving throw. 16.
Nice. Everyone succeeded. Now to roll for your friends. Okay. Okay.
This thing is a dexterous little fucker, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Okay. And finally. Oh. Okay. Okay. Well, it seems everybody but your little goblin friend succeeded.
That poor goblet cannot catch a break.
No.
So,
no.
Oh, one moment. Thankfully, Eldith did not fail. Um, let's see here. For goodness sakes, I'm gonna have to look through the old Dungeon Master's Guide for the madness. He contracts a small bit of madness. Hold, please, while I figure out what he does.
Is this gonna be like when Eldith just started screaming?
Yeah, or cackling? Yeah.
Cackling.
Yes.
Oh lord, not again.
Okay, so, he instantly looks around, frightened, and goes, "Oh no! They're crawling out of the walls!"
There's nothing crawling out of any of the walls.
"Oh no! They're crawling! They're getting to us!"
We should probably knock him out before he does something stupid.
Who wants to hit the poor sap?
He does look like he is about to bolt.
Alright, Sun's just gonna haul off and slug him. Like, just a good, clean, non-lethal hit across the face.
Okay. You pop! And he's easy enough to take out. He is out like a light. And knocked out. Do you all take rests You all take shifts, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. 2, 4, 6. Okay. Alistair, during your shift, I need you to make a perception check.
Come on, die. Yes, that's better. God, I wish I could roll like that sooner. That is a 17 plus perception. Where's my perception? So, unnatural 20.
Nice. Unnatural 20. Then you
Yes.
definitely will see them. You do see these worm-like bodies begin to approach from your angle. They look like they're hunting.
Oh, no. Do I recognize what these damn things are?
Yeah, make a nature check. You all also spot them down here. Or at least one down here.
Goody. Nature is a +5, so that's 16.
16? Yeah, you do recognize this. It's a Grick.
Not again.
Yeah!
I am going to slowly get up and move
Mm-hmm.
to wake the party.
Okay.
It's time to wake up. Company here.
As you
And not
wake
the good
up,
time.
roll initiative.
Okay. Does my new friend go with me, or
Your new
do I
friend
need
goes
to
with
roll?
you.
Okay. 21.
Ouch. That sucks. 11 is my total. Ugh.
I got lucky. I rolled an 18 and have a +3. Oh lord, there are more down this way too.
Yeah!
Of course. I rolled shitty that time.
Oh boy.
Like, I rolled shitty. I'm sad.
Okay.
Still haven't found a good name I like for the wyvern.
Okay, and... So Ron did the spider, not the spider, the Goblin Go rolls rollies. Da-da-da. Not. Little guy. So Ron goes before. Alrighty. Canis,
Yes.
did you roll your initiative?
I was hitting the wrong button.
Oh, nice.
All right, so it's 21. Oh, it's
Alright.
already up there.
I need son Canis to make rollies.
Alright, I rolled a 5.
Cool.
Okay, I go first.
Okay. So, Canis, you go after the monsters, and son, you go before the monsters.
You mean they rolled the same initiative as me?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
So, let's get started. This guy, seeing the problem, going to throw a dart at the nearest one. He's gonna hit. For damage. And con save. Succeeds. Okay, so that's his turn. Son, it's your go.
All right. 5, 10. I'm going to bonus action spend 4 points to have lightning surge through my blade. I'm gonna roll to hit. I think this time I'm going to. Yeah, I'll keep using Dawn for now.
Okay.
22 to hit.
22 to hit. 22 hits.
That is a D10. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That is 12 radiant damage and 4 and 9 lightning damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna swing again.
Swing again.
It's an 11.
11 misses.
I rolled a 3. Yeah, I rolled a 3. I'm not too surprised. See here, bonus action cast a spell. I should probably mark that I'm concentrating on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now it's the Wyvern's turn.
Yep.
Whom I really need to name.
Wow.
Oh, he gets 40 foot of fly movement. Okay. I'm gonna give him a 10-foot emanation for a second.
Okay. What does that do?
Lightning surge.
Ah, nice.
Trying to see where he needs to be to not hit me. Nope, don't like that. Puts him in too much danger. Okay. 5-foot cone of pressurized water. That I can do. It's currently at, it's not gonna work.
You'd have to get closer to be able to hit.
Trying to put him in.
Mm-hmm.
There, I want him on that side. Bloody hell. That was kind of annoying.
Mm-hmm.
5. Alright, there, that hits perfectly.
Uh-huh. What do they need to make?
Dexterity save.
Super fail.
Alright. You take see here. You take 5 bludgeoning damage and are pushed back 10 feet.
Nice. Okay.
And that will be the action it takes. So that's its turn. Sun will tell it good job and pat it.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Nice. It gives a little squeak of excitement. Okay. 5. Do you do anything?
I'm gonna reaction punch it back 15 feet because F you.
Okay. It needs to make a strength save.
I'm double checking my spell. Yeah, strength save. And I minus 2 points.
Also fails. $10, $15, $20.
Yeah, that was literally for shits and giggles.
It's attacking you with its tentacles. It fails.
It
It
misses.
attacks with its beaks.
It misses.
It misses. 5. $10. It's going to attack you with its tentacles. Okay. I believe that hits.
Yes, it does.
That's going to be 10
-9.
damage, and you are grappled.
And I need to make a con save.
Mm-hmm.
What does my con save need to be?
You need to beat a 10.
I got a 12.
Nice.
I'm so glad I have +7. I rolled really low.
So, 20. 30. And it pulls you here. As it bites you. And misses. Alrighty. Uh, 5, 15. It's going to attack Eldith. It hits Eldith.
Eldith's unconscious.
That's right, we didn't get the full rest.
Yeah. Eldith is unconscious and grappled. It is going to 20, 25 Ront. 15, 20, 25. It's actually not able to get further there. It is going to bite at Eldith. And
That's 2 death save fails.
yep, that is 2 death save fails.
Ooh.
I will tell you guys, we need her alive to get to the other village in order to get out of the Underdark.
Which village?
Her village. I don't remember what it was called.
Gracklestug.
Oh, well, maybe not then. Still, I'd rather her be kept alive if we could help it.
Mm-hmm. Well, this thing goes here and is going to beak attack Eldith.
Well, Elvis dead.
No, she isn't.
Okay.
Her armor has saved her. It's gonna try again with its tentacles. Um. Now she's dead. And you hear a sickening crunch as this thing with its tentacles wraps around Eldith's head and begins to slowly rip and tear off her head as it begins consuming it.
Lovely.
Yeah, I had nothing I could do to stop that.
10, 15. Alistair! You know what, actually? It's going after Shushar.
Oh boy.
4. It misses. And it hits. Okay. Shushar takes 10 damage. 5, 10. Oh, for goodness sakes. Okay, come on. Let me start. 15. Shushar is attacked again. Miss. Hit. Oh, that's supposed to be just a +2, so that's 12. Still, Shushar is down. The Kuotoa is getting relentlessly attacked by these things. And,
Could someone save the Kuatoa before we lose him too?
Canis,
I
it
can
is now
try.
your turn.
Can't help it, not going fast enough.
Which one's the Kuatoa?
The guy right
That's the
next to
fish.
you, up to
Yeah, that's
Right
the fish
here.
that's about to be eaten next to you.
This guy?
Shush. Yeah, Shushar the Awakened.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot that guy.
Shoot that guy.
He's within 5 feet, so I get sneak attack.
Okay.
So let me find it. Here we go. Bam. 19.
19 hits.
Uh, 23 piercing damage.
Nice.
Not that one.
Not that
Or
one?
well, whichever one was gonna eat him.
Both of them are gonna eat him.
Well, then
But
I get.
to
I was
get
gonna go for that
Mhm.
one.
But to get sneak attack, you would have had to have gotten this one because the only ally that is within 5 feet is incapacitated. And
fair enough.
yeah. Now, if you want to switch it up, sure, but
Nah. And that's it. That's all I got.
okay. Let me real quick. Wrong adventure. Let's see here. Okay. There we go. If that is your turn, then Alistair, it is now yours.
So he's down.
He is down.
Damn it.
He's bleeding out.
I guess I'm going to move over, activate my special ability first as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to try to stabilize him.
Make a medicine check.
11.
11. He is stabilized.
I believe that's my entire action.
Yep. So, Shushar is unconscious, but alive. Ront, looking fairly concerned, is going to make an attack. He's going to hit with his mace. I believe he hits. Yes, he does. Okay.
Somebody move this big tub of lard away from these monsters.
The goblin is going to do that. He can't really do much else, but he can do that. And then he is going to step away and stay there. Back to the top. Seeing the issue here. This is just so bad for the NPCs. He is attacking the weakened looking one. Well, let's see here. Actually, let me see here. He is the guide is going to spend an action to cast a spell on himself. He becomes slightly blurry and his edges become softer, and he steps over here. There. Son, it is your turn.
All right. That was honestly kind of surprising. All right. All right. First things first. I'm gonna swing on this guy.
Make a swing.
No.
No? Why don't you?
Because Sun misses horribly.
You're
I
being
rolled a
hit.
2.
Or not being hit, you're being held.
Yeah, I rolled a 2. Yeah. Anyway, the next one. Another 11, so that also misses.
Okay. Wow. All right.
Yeah. Here. Not what I meant to do.
Mm-hmm. You can move.
There.
Well, if you move up to that square, they'll get opportunity attacks.
Yeah, I'm worried about that, but at the same time, I can't do this without getting opportunity attacks, and he can't leave without them anyway.
Okay. Well, they're going to make opportunity attacks.
What is his AC? Okay.
First attack.
That just hits.
Okay. This one. Yeah, it's gonna do its beak. For damage.
It takes 3 lightning damage, and
Oh,
that
nice.
misses.
Alrighty.
Ow. Okay, I need both of them to make dexterity saves.
Okay.
Fail. And fail. Excellent. Okay. They take 4 lightning damage and they're stunned
Ooh.
until lightning damage. I looked at the wrong thing. Huh. Yeah. And then now that they've already wasted their opportunity attacks anyways, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and it gets 40 feet of fly, so 35, 40. And it's gonna move over here. Get out of the way.
Okay.
And it's just till the end of their next turn.
Okay. Okay, cool. So
Yeah, or else
stunned,
saves till the end of
stunned.
their next turn. Yep.
So they're no longer stunned. But they couldn't do anything, which was good.
Yeah. The best part is I get to do that every turn if I keep rolling 6s on a d6.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't very likely, but still, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
If I keep rolling shit to actually hit them, it might keep happening.
Yeah. The Grick that has gotten Elvis' head is going to use an action to disengage and go 5, 15, 20, 30. The other one is going to attack the person that got in the way of the meal. Holy shit!
Who are they attacking?
They're
The little
they're
dude,
t-
the
the
guy.
little deep gnome
Natural
dude,
20.
and he has blur, which gave them disadvantage.
So he rolled 2 nat 20s.
They rolled 2 nat 20s.
Bullshit.
Boy.
The
Okay.
fucking odds.
Wait, no, that's wrong. Okay. He needs to make a save to concentrate. He succeeds. It attacks again. And I believe misses this time. Thank goodness.
Good. Jesus.
Oh my god. Um,
About to lose all the NPCs almost. Jesus.
I know, right? Holy shit. The hurt one is going to attack Alistair.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
Nope. Miss.
He attacks again. Does a 16 hit?
Nope. Miss.
Okay. The other one is also attacking Alistair.
Damn it, leave me the fuck alone.
6 damage, and you are grappled as it...
Hold on. So he's attacking me, right?
Yes, he is attacking you.
I am using my reaction
To shield?
to cast shield. Fuck him. He ain't touching me.
What AC does that bring you up to?
25.
Awesome. Wait. Oh, yeah. Nice. Yeah.
Why do you think I activated my song sword before I heal?
Yep, you're right.
Stabilized. I'm like,
You
nope,
are right.
nope. I have to be like, no. So
Cool.
smack back his tentacle. Fuck off.
Yeah. He smacked back his tentacle and he bites at you in response and still misses. Canis, it is now your turn.
That's all I can freaking do. I'm like, no. No.
I'm gonna take a shot at Alistair. Do you need any help?
I think I'm okay at the moment. We should really try to help the back.
And I'll take that one then.
I'm okay for the moment.
Is this the front or is this the back? This is the front. Right? That's the front?
Yes, I consider that the front.
Then I will shoot that one. I will take steady aim so I have advantage and I get to use my sneak attack.
Do that.
Okay.
You hit.
$23.
Nice.
And that's my turn.
It looks hurt. Alistair, it is your turn.
Alistair's just gonna attack the one that's directly in front of him with booming blade.
Okay, make an attack roll.
21 to hit.
21 hits.
And then... Ah! That is 6, 10, 10 slashing, and 3 thunder.
Like, nice. 10 slashing and 3 thunder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Pretty much. I can't do much else.
Okay. Ront is going to attack the one that's close to his buddy. He now has advantage because of pack tactics, which could have helped. Let me see here. Just missed. The little goblin dude is dodging. And the little dude is going to... the other little dude is going to try and get out of the grapple. And he succeeds, so he is no longer grapple as he peels off the tentacles off himself. But that is his action. Does he have any bonus actions? No. All right, son, it is your turn.
All right. I'm going to continue swinging on the weakened one,
Mm-hmm.
or attempting to.
Make your attacks.
I need to pull up Sun Sheet, not the Wyverns. Dirty 20 to hit.
Okay, dirty 20 hits.
$11 radiant. And five lightning.
Okay, it's looking really hurt, but it's still alive.
That's annoying. I'm gonna do it again.
Make your second attack.
Fucking asshole. 12 to hit.
12 misses.
Yeah, of course it fucking does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, of course it does.
What does
Okay.
your little friend do?
He rolls a d6 to see if he gets a little ability back. He does not.
Okay.
Seeing as he doesn't get his ability back, he's already pretty hurt. Sun is gonna tell him to just try to stay out of the fight, so he's gonna fly up towards the top of the top of the cavern to stay out of the way.
Okay, cool.
And that's my turn.
Okay. You are getting attacked. Miss.
Shield.
Shield. Okay.
Shield.
Second one. Miss. Miss. Okay. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's going to spend his action to munch. The other one is attacking the little guy again. Oh, wait. That's disadvantage. Okay. That blur has done absolute jack all to save this guy. Okay. This guy is down and grappled.
Lovely.
And is going to... This thing's going to try and start moving away. So 10 Ront attacks. Hits. Uh, 20, 30. And he is going to bite down on the deep gnome. In which he hits, and the deep gnome fails 2 death saves.
Lovely.
Okay. Canis, you are being attacked. No, not Canis. Alistair. Alistair, you are being
Make up your
attacked.
mind.
I'm sorry. My brain is going places, and I don't often know where it is. Do you shield?
Yes, I'm gonna cast shield again. That fucker's not grappling me without a fight.
I don't know why it's got advantage. The other one also attacks you.
Go away.
Misses. Thank goodness for shield, huh?
Yeah, well, there's a reason why I made sure I picked that spell.
Mm-hmm. Canis, it is now your turn.
Are you sure this time?
I am sure.
It's actually me.
Yes, I'm sure. Wait, it's not a Canis, it's actually Alistair. Just kidding.
That one. Second verse, same as the first.
Same as the first.
17.
17 hits.
22 piercing.
22 piercing. And with 22 piercing, it's the one currently carting off the deep gnome friend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's dead.
Okay. Sweet.
It cries out as the shot rings and it explodes into pieces. Okay, is that your turn?
That's my turn, yeah.
Okay. Alistair, it is your turn.
Gonna go right for the slicey slice.
Slicey slice.
Nat 20. Freaking finally.
Nice.
Okay. Nice. You said just roll another die for the regular damage?
Yeah, basically, for all the dice you roll, double it. So if you cast Booming Blade, it would be 2d8 instead of 1d8, so on and so forth.
So 14, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 33.
Nice.
Because of that crit.
Awesome. And it is dead.
Stupid, slimy bastard.
Yeah.
And just to make sure they don't try to move in on the guy that's down, I'm going to stand right in the way.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Awesome.
Gonna move right in its face and stare at it and be like, I'm gonna cut you to pieces.
It doesn't have any eyes.
That's fine. I didn't say there was. I just said I was gonna stand in front of it and say, I'm gonna cut you to pieces.
It just gives that noise towards you. Ront is going to 5, 10, 15. Try and do a medicine check. He fails. Goblin.
Not good.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He is also going to try a medicine check. Oh boy. Okay.
He gets a -1 to it, doesn't he?
He does.
He made it though.
He made it though, just. So.
He's stable.
He is stable. He is no longer dying. Alrighty. Unconscious? Son, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna try to finish off at least the one that's almost dead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 18 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, D10 and radiant damage.
Mm-hmm.
7, it's dead.
It is dead.
I'm not even gonna bother rolling the fucking lightning. I'm swinging on the other one. I'm not tired of these fucking rolls. 30-20.
Nice, it hits.
I've missed almost every attack I've made, but like 2.
Yeah, you've missed every
Sure.
other attack you've made.
12 radiant.
Okay.
10 lightning. Nice.
Nice. Decent
And
damage.
nope. Little one does not get their AoE back.
Okay, cool.
They're just gonna keep hanging out at a distance.
Okay, well, you're getting attacked.
That's to be expected. Miss
Miss.
and a miss.
Miss. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And action to munch. Alistair, you are getting attacked.
I am now, huh?
Yes, it misses. Do you shield?
Casting shield. I'm not letting it grapple me. Plain and simple. I refuse to be grappled.
It's only love bites.
Mm-hmm.
Canis, it is your turn.
Those love bites took a creature's head and ran away with it.
Details.
What do we still have?
The ones you can
That
see are the one in. Yep.
20
Hits.
not natural. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit that one. Hit this one. That one. 21 piercing.
Alrighty.
And that's my turn.
Alistair, it is now your turn.
Angry bunny.
Angry bunny,
He is going to attack.
make your attack.
17 to hit.
17 hits.
Goody, goody, goody. He gets to get the beating again.
Gets the beating.
So that's 10 slashing
Okay.
and 7 thunder.
Nice. It's looking
it's just
pretty hurt.
And every time there's a big boom from my freaking attack.
Uh-huh.
So I'm surprised the thing isn't screeching out in pain just from that.
Oh, it is. It is. Ront is going to 5, 15, 20. Make an attack. He hits. Okay.
Oh, good. We have a wall of flesh blocking the fool on the ground.
15, 25. The goblin is beginning to pull the deep gnome back. That's his turn. Son, it is your go.
All right. Okay, yeah, that's a 7, not a 1. I about got mad again. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 to hit.
15, I believe, does hit.
Excellent.
Yes. Yes.
7 radiant
Okay.
and 10 lightning.
Nice. Looking
Second
hurt.
attack
Mm-hmm.
is a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
9 radiant. 12 lightning. I just rolled double sixes and double fives. Goddamn.
Nice. It is dead.
And then the little one still does not get their ability back. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Alright, looks like everything's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Including Eldith. Thanks, John.
You're welcome.
Sun is going to collect her weapon and shield.
Uh-huh. Alrighty, well. This thing is going to switch over to a new target, seeing as a much more bloody looking one appeared. It's going after Ront. Wow, okay.
Ront doesn't have a lot of defense.
No, he doesn't.
No, Ront doesn't have any armor right now.
Yeah.
It got broken by slimes.
And Ront is now grappled. Attacks again. And misses. That's its turn. Canis, it's your go.
Okay. It's this the last one, right?
Yep, from what you can see, it is the last one.
All right, I'll just finish it off then.
You
Oof.
hit. You're gonna finish it. Nice. It is dead.
Awesome.
Nice. Unfortunately, you have lost one of your number and almost lost a couple others.
Almost lost all the NPCs.
Mm.
All of them were like one hit away from death.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to kill them. Do you see this?
Yes, I am.
He admits it.
So, you have now another moment to rest and kind of recuperate from the horrors you are having to deal with.
Ugh. Gonna sit back down and just go, ugh. Stupid slimy creatures.
Okay. If this is it before your long rest completes, you will get a long rest out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a long rest because I want to get all my spell slots back.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had to use every effing spell slot just to, basically to stop myself from being grappled. Like, no.
Yeah, that's
no.
I feel that.
I'm like, no, I'm not.
Mhm.
Because I'm squishy as is. I don't have a lot of HP. I ain't gonna let them beat me up that easy. No, thank you.
Well, we're going to go ahead and take a break. A 10-minute break. And when we're back, we'll get to the next bit.
Ugh.
Goodness sakes.
I'm so tired, but I want to at least get into the city before we stop.
Yeah. I'm still sad my damage output's not that high yet.
It will get there. And I apologize, Canis, for the whole, like...
He got up already. I think he went downstairs.
Ah,
He's not
okay.
gonna hear you.
I do need to apologize about that, switching his targets.
I don't think he's really upset about it.
Mm. I know it just kind of sucks to have it change like that, but I didn't want him to roll that damage for nothing.
Yeah.
Anyway. Alright, I will be back.
Yeah, so would I. I gotta stretch my legs a bit.
I am back.
Welcome back.
By the way, I apologize for switching your target on you.
No worries.
I didn't really want to have that damage go to waste, honestly.
I just didn't realize.
Well, if you're seeing this, oops, there was an error. Either OBS fucked me over or something else. It happened. Uh, sorry about that, but not everything is here. I'll get to the next part of the video for you. Okay, so that's not what I'm looking for. Sorry. There you go. There. So, after your rest, You begin continuing on the next day. As you travel, the ground at your feet is getting smoother and flatter. It's a welcome respite from uneven passages that you've been growing wearily accustomed to. Eventually, stone tiles become more noticeable, turning the path into a proper road. You can see spots of light in the distance. Blue, white, and two regularly placed to be phosphorescent mushrooms. The lights are proper lamps, flanking two massive stone gates blocking the tunnel. Before you get a chance to examine the intricate carvings of the gate surface, a harsh voice hisses from a slit in the cavern that wasn't there before. Does anybody speak Dwarvish?
Nope.
I should be able to understand every language.
If you do,
This again.
Yeah, I don't speak that language.
Oh no, I'm thinking of a different character.
oh
Never
boy.
mind.
So you hear a voice hissing in a language you can't understand, and other similar slits open, revealing the tips of a dozen crossbow bolts. Behind you, a metallic din announces a group of 6 heavily armored dwarves appearing out of thin air, their swords leveled at you from behind sturdy shields. And just so you can see,
Does anybody understand what the hell these creatures are saying?
There's supposed to be an NPC with us that should.
she died.
I was talking about the one that almost died and got dragged off. And then we managed to
Yeah.
stabilize. That was our guide.
I'm gonna say the gnome is here. He goes, oh, and he begins speaking in Dwarvish a little bit. And after a little bit, all right, state your business, all of you. The little one has stated their business. We need to know what you're doing here.
You couldn't have just started with. You know what? I'm too tired for this.
We need personal accounts of every being into. He can't speak for you.
Not what I was getting at. Anyways, it's been a long trip. I'm trying to get out of the Underdark. I don't want to be here. But first, I need to make a stop. I have some weapons I need to return. And Sun will pull out the her hammer and shield and show them.
I recognize that bit. So you're saying you're responsible for whatever happened to this person?
I'm afraid so.
All right. Are all of you with him?
Yes.
All right. For the death of an honored member of the house, we're going to have to put you under arrest.
We didn't
Seems there's
kill
been a
her.
misunderstanding. She was with. Sun kind of sighs, looks at the guy, go, "You have got to be the dumbest individual I've ever met. I am done with this."
Well, hold on a
First,
second.
you start. No, hold on. First, you start off in a language we clearly don't understand, get hostile instead of trying another language you clearly speak. Then you want to be a bit of a prick. No, she died trying to get home. We were drow captures and were going to be slaves if we didn't escape. I was trying to do one last good thing before I got out of this hellhole.
And
Sun basically goes on a rant about everything from where they were captured by the Drow, the escape, losing people, Bupito turning out to be a cultist, up until where she just had her head ripped off a day's travel down the pathway by Grix of all things. Sun just full on rants, and then tosses the sword and pick to the ground at the guy's feet. Tell her parents that at least she was an honorable warrior, and one I was proud to stand by. You are worth less.
so, anybody else speaking up?
Yeah, Sun just basically insulted this guy bad.
I'm going to just observe for a moment, considering the fact that I'm still kind of new and I don't really know these people.
Okay. All right.
Alistair's trying to figure out if he's worth trying to kill every single person in this room.
All right. So, we're going to arrest you for resisting the god.
Sun rolls his eyes very obviously. Oh, yes, absolutely resisting.
The guard behind you are beginning to approach, and they're taking out manacles.
Oh, here, I can make it one step easier. Sun steps out of the false body and lets it just hit the floor.
Okay. Like, one of them was like, we got one of these people. All right, we're going to have a couple people working together on this. And they start...
So, hold on. Which one's the one in charge?
This one right here. I'm going to mark him real quick.
Yeah.
I would
While
like to
you're doing
test the spell.
Uh-huh.
While you're doing that, Sun is going to step back in the body, get up, and brush himself off. Sun's clearly just making a point.
See, I'm trying to figure out what my saving throw would be for this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
See here. Can't find it. It is a wisdom saving throw, but I'm not sure what the DC is.
Wisdom
I'm going
saving
to do charm person on the one in charge.
Okay.
Yeah, once Sun is up, brushes themselves off, they hold their arms out to be manacled. Sun's not resisting. Sun is just in a really bad mood, having lost so many people so close to the ending.
Does a 15...
I don't know.
Okay. Your DC would be 8 plus proficiency plus your spellcasting modifier.
Which would be charisma. So 8 plus proficiency, our
which
proficiency
is plus
bonus
3.
is 3.
Yeah.
So it's 11 plus my charisma score. Charisma bonus, I believe, is plus 3. So 14.
Mm-hmm. 14?
He saves.
Yeah, he saves.
Can I use luck on that?
Yes, you can.
I'm going to use luck on that.
He fails.
All right. So I'm gonna try to do this as nonchalantly as possible.
Okay.
You know, just make it like a natural movement, something that maybe the other people won't necessarily see as anything, especially since they're not focusing on me at the moment.
Yeah.
And if you need me to roll sleight of hand, I will.
Yeah, go ahead and roll sleight of hand right now.
Can he have advantage
hold on.
given the scene I've made?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, 26.
Okay. So,
Hey, I recognize you. Why
What?
didn't you say so?
Oh,
You know me.
when did you say you were coming to town?
Oh, yeah, we had kind of a long journey. We had a cave in. There was some lava. Oh, and then we got attacked a bunch of times. Yeah, I'm sorry. Look, these people are with me.
Ah,
So this is just all a misunderstanding. I'm sure
Make-
we can work this out.
make a persuasion check with advantage.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
Can I do deception?
Yes.
Wow, that wasn't great. I'm going to use my other luck point.
Okay.
This seems pretty important.
Yeah, worst comes to worst,
Okay,
son at the
that's
very
better.
least. Probably gonna get arrested.
Yeah. Goes.
I don't know. Alistair is thinking about how best to kill the group of these gnomes, like how to do it.
It's like,
Yeah, no, there isn't a way for you to do that.
Oh, but there is.
so, he goes, oh, I understand. It's just been a bit. Okay, listen,
It's been kind
your
of rough.
friend doesn't need to be so hot-headed. We're trying to protect the city.
right.
It's our job. We'll let
You're
you
right.
pass. Just stick to the, let me double check the name of the quarter. Just stick to the Dark Lac district, and you'll be fine. And listen, try heading off to the Shattered Spike. Get some rest.
Oh,
Goodness sakes.
absolutely. And then tomorrow, I owe you a drink, I think.
I believe so.
Yeah. Tomorrow night.
I'll meet you there,
Absolutely.
and
And
they
I'm
will
gonna
let you.
I'm gonna whisper to the rest of the guys, just go with it. Come on.
Hey, stop! And like he stops the one of the guards from medicling you son.
Mm.
Okay.
Son looks back at him, still unhappy, but does collect Eldest's weapon and shield, and goes to follow them in.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
welcome to Gracklestug.
Boy.
Finally.
As you enter, it gets remarkably warmer, and the air is almost choked with a constant smog that seems a little oppressive. You can hear the sounds of constant ringing of anvils and metal on metal as the fires of the forges seem to be out in full burning with full force. The constant lit fires causing the entire area to be bathed in a reddish glow. Let me see here. And here you are seeing a bustling town. There are individuals from all walks of life. There are mostly Durgar, but there are also drow, humans, creatures from the orcs. Following the suggested path, you come across. Let's see here. Yeah, your gnomish friend says goodbye as you get through the door, saying that he'll be heading back to Blingdenston.
You sure you don't want to wait for another group from there to get sent back this way so you're not traveling alone?
Sometimes traveling alone has its merits.
Fair enough. Safe journey.
Mm-hmm. Okay. As you travel, you come across some docks, which you see as you're traveling upwards towards the shattered spire. A large, let me see here, a large looking tower. It looks like a giant broken stalagmite that has been hollowed out into a tavern. And you can see it from here, but it's past the map. You see a Duragar who is standing at the edge of the docks. And suddenly, two individuals appear from invisibility and begin attacking him. Do you do anything?
Son is going to shout, guard, someone's being attacked on the dock. And we'll begin moving that way.
Roll initiative.
Let's see.
I will tell Ront and Shushar to stay behind.
Mm-hmm.
Ront, because we can't risk Spiderbait getting damaged.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Wow, I rolled low on that one. So 9 plus.
You also forgot my wyvern.
Oh, yes, I did forget about your pet. There you go. Okay. Oh. Nope. That's wrong. Canis, we're gonna need to roll these.
Okay.
Beat a 5. Huh, you didn't.
Wait a minute. How is that? Why does it say 4? It literally says 5 on the die on the screen.
Oh,
That's the yellow die. That
yeah.
one's Sean's.
The yellow
Your
is
die-
mine.
Oh.
I don't know why yours didn't roll. Maybe y'all rolled them too close together, so it glitched
Yeah,
out again.
it does that. That happens. But all right, son, it is your turn.
All right. So okay, I'm gonna activate Reaper Sprint for 7 points to get all the way over to here in like an instance.
Okay.
and 7. I'm going to call out to these guys. Oi, stop! We've already called the guards. Son doesn't draw a weapon. He's holding a hand out to try and stop them. But he went from one end of the docks all the way to the other in a flash.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pull the hammer back on my rifle, but not like aim it at people.
Okay. Well, it is these guys' turn, and despite your warning, they are going to continue make their attacks. So first one attacks. $13. Whale. There we go. Okay. That feels weird. Okay, that well, one second. Let's see. Okay, just making sure. And to double check. Yeah. Wielding a glowing dagger. He is going to stab, but to miss the individual he's going after. The other one also attacks. Okay, natural 20.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What exactly are these things?
They are Duragar,
And they're just
gray-skinned
being
dwarves.
assholes?
You're not entirely sure. You just saw them come out of invisibility to attack one of these. Attack this guy.
Okay.
Canis, it is your turn.
I'm going to cast Phantasmal Force on that one.
Which one?
This one.
Ah,
You gotta hope.
goodness.
I'm not seeing a ping.
Oh, there it
This
is.
one?
Yep.
The red ping is mine.
I cannot see for some reason your thing, which means
It's pink.
roll 20.
Oh, no, on the dock by me. Those aren't enemies, as far as we know. These two up here are.
Which ones?
2 that are over here.
Far
you mean
right
on
on the map. Zoom
Yeah.
out a little bit.
They're on the right?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
on the right.
and right upper corner.
Mm-hmm. All the
on the
you do
docks.
see a whole bunch of tokens, but most of these guys are what
NPCs.
appears to be like merchants.
Oh, you see, that's why I was confused.
Sorry. I apologize. I thought I had
All right.
intimated that they were on the docks.
I might have missed that. So, Phantasmal Force on that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make it seem to him like the dock is sinking, falling away. Hopefully, maybe get him to step back and
Okay.
off the side. Is what I'm hoping for.
And that's a wisdom save.
Yes. 14.
He saves.
He saves.
Does he still take half damage?
No, it means he's not fooled by it.
Darn.
If the check succeeds, the target realizes the phantasm is an illusion and the spell fades. Spell ends. And that's my action. So, do any of them look like they have ranged weapons?
It does not appear to be, but the way those blades glow and no, they don't look like they have any ranged weaponry.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to move there, and I'm going to go prone.
Okay. Alistair, it is your turn.
Alistair is gonna pat himself down, like brush himself off, casting a spell in the process,
Mm-hmm.
and gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and he's gonna bunny hop all the way over here,
Okay.
and then move his 30 feet,
Okay.
which puts him right here.
Okay.
Okay, I cast that spell, so that's a spell slot from there. Doink.
Okay, is that your turn?
Considering I can't get any closer, yes.
Okay, well.
Hey, I made up some good distance.
You did make up some good distance.
I had to use a spell and my one ability so I could do it.
That is true. That is true.
Because I had to use jump and I had to use my bunny hop.
This guy is going to just kind of take the disengage action to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Kind of get over here. Oh, wait. He only has this much movement.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. I am actually right here. Because technically, I have 45 feet for jumping.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Seeing this guy run up, Sun will say, "I can drag you further."
If you would, that would be awesome.
All right. Sun is going to grab him. I'm gonna spend another 7 points to reactivate the Reaper Sprint.
Mm-hmm.
So with half movement, I can move 50 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna put him in front of me and then drag him all the way to the end of the pier.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Well.
So that would put the Dwagar here.
Yes. You putting him here?
Yes. I don't let go, though.
Yeah. Okay, these guys.
Now, why are they chasing you?
I
Well,
I
that's all
have
these guys
I
are.
have no idea. 1, 2, 5, 10. Actually, they're going to dash to try and get. Do you do anything, Alistair, as they begin to dash?
I'm going to use my opportunity attack. That's all
Okay.
I can really do.
Okay, so you're going to be hitting this guy.
That is a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Oh, good. He's going to feel my blade.
Mm-hmm.
Do try to go the non-lethal route. Sun is already on terrible terms with the guard. Bloodshed would not
You
bode
forget,
well.
Alistair doesn't care. So
That's true. You do you.
Alistair is going to pull his sword in a quick motion, stab the guy in the leg, and put it back. Doing
Okay.
a maximum damage of 10.
Okay, nice. He just staggers a bit as he continues moving.
Well, now it gets worse because when he runs up, I'm gonna use my reaction to try to push him off the edge of the dock.
Okay.
With repulsion, I need a strength save. He fails. He's going 15 foot over the edge of the dock.
Ooh,
And Sun just fires a blue orb at him and just sends him flying.
that looked like it hurt, because that looks
Yeah.
like rock.
It's it is deep, so it doesn't straight up hit rock. Okay, Canis, it is your turn.
So, okay. I'm gonna draw my caster,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to fire an ice knife at that guy.
Okay, make your ice
If
knife
I'm-
attack.
If I'm correct, it should also make the ground kind of slippery too, eh?
I don't believe it does that, but it does do AoE attack as well.
Wow, there's no one around him.
No, there isn't. You could switch to a magic missile and just guarantee a hit.
I guess I'll do a magic missile. I'll just land all three on him. Whoa, what the? Oh,
What?
Hold on.
What? There you go.
Oh wow.
That's better.
Nice. Jeez, so 8.
10 damage.
No, more than 10 damage. Because that's like,
Oh,
Four,
plus 1.
5.
Yeah,
yeah, it's
13.
13.
How do you envision the magic missiles firing out of the caster?
I would imagine that it's all in one shot. You got 3 of the missiles, and they're kind of like heading towards him, like spiraling amongst each other, sort of thing.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Alistair, it's now your turn.
Let's see.
Sun at this point will say, try to keep it non-lethal so the guards can question them.
Right as Alistair has his sword like wide open, ready to stab the dude literally in the back, he kind of just goes, and turns his blade to hit it with the hilt as hard as he can,
Make an attack roll.
possibly knock him out.
Make an attack roll.
He's not happy about this, mind you. Of course, the one time I'm really annoyed, I was hoping I'd roll low, I get a nat 20.
So, roll 2 d8s, I believe.
Well, it's 6, so I'm just using basically a long sword.
Oh,
or not long, short,
A short sword? Yeah, 2d6s. I always think you're using a rapier.
That is an even 10 points of damage.
Even 10 points of damage?
Yep.
You smack him on the back of the head and he conks out. He just falls with his face first.
You're no fun, you know that. That's exactly what he's gonna say as he puts his sword away.
It is
Yeah,
non-lethal,
well,
so
I'm already
I'm
on poor terms with the guard.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they say, dead men tell no tale.
Yeah, but we need these ones to do exactly that.
Well, he is, this guy, he's gonna dodge. He's just gonna stay here and dodge. Just in
Good
case.
choice. Sun wasn't gonna let him leave anyway.
Son, it is your turn.
That guy is in the water, right?
He is in the water.
How long does this last?
I'm gonna hold a spell to try to restrain him for when he gets out of the water. I don't want him
Okay.
to drown.
Okay, well, seeing his situation, the guy is going to begin swimming away.
Seriously?
Yep.
He just swims the F away?
Yeah, he swims the F away.
Sun watches this just sighs and pinches the bridge of his nose.
Canis, technically, if you wanted to, you can do something. Are you going to try and take him out, or are you going to let him leave?
Which one? This guy?
No,
No.
No, this one at
This
the very
guy.
top of the
this
map.
one.
That one.
Yeah.
Yes.
How far is he?
At the
10,
moment,
like 60 feet away from you.
Yeah. Okay. Here is what I am going to do. So I don't have it added to my sheet yet, but one of the shells that you said I found was sleep.
yes.
Oh God.
I'm gonna shoot that at him.
Okay.
So let me get the information.
So
of that.
are
Like I
we
said,
going
I
to be
haven't added it
using
to
the
sheet.
new sleep or the old sleep? That is the
What's
question.
the difference?
The new sleep is just a saving throw. The old sleep is how you remember it.
I'm gonna do the old one.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see. Let me bring it up here. Okay, 5d8, and that's how many hit points he needs
'Kay.
to have.
Yeah, roll 5d8.
Are there still no guard?
Not yet.
That's pretty sad that the guard is that slow.
It's only been 12 seconds. Or
Still.
more properly, 18 seconds.
If a bunny can get all the way over there, knock a guy out.
He is unconscious in the water and might die.
Sun
Alistair's
is
gonna go.
use their-
You see this? You was worried about me killing. He gonna drown.
But he is right
Trying
now
to go
just
non-lethal.
he's non-lethal sleeping in the water. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Sun will use his next turn to run out there and get him.
Okay. You're able to do so.
And then
I
I'll
didn't think
use
that
what I
far
have.
ahead.
Yeah. Well, lucky for you, Sun quite literally can walk on air and water, so just walks out there and grabs him and drags him back,
Okay.
and then uses his silk rope to tie the two up.
Okay. So you get these two tied up. They're unconscious. And he goes, "Listen, the individual who you saved goes, listen, I want to thank you so much for your assistance. I can't do it now, but if you find me in the Shattered Spire, tomorrow I'll be able to reward you for helping me out."
Cool.
Sure. But I need you to wait here until the guard actually arrives and explain the situation.
All right, that's fair. That is fair.
Yeah, we're not from the city. We don't want to cause any more problems.
Okay,
Technically, we shouldn't have even helped you.
that is fair. Well, the guard won't be too much of a problem considering you did stop somebody trying to kill somebody.
Let's hope so.
The
And
guards
Sun will smile at him.
arrive exactly a minute later. In that minute, are you guys doing anything?
Alistair's watching both of these guys and kind of looking around, making sure there isn't any more little surprises or sneak attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And Sun is doing something similar with the actual victim of the incident.
Okay.
So making sure no more people are going to pop out of freaking nowhere and try to murk him.
Yeah. Something you've noticed, the Duragar seem to have the ability to just become invisible, so that might be a problem.
Yeah, Sun has noticed.
So, as the guard return, they go, "All right, what's happened here? I'm gonna need statements from each of yous."
Sure. Quit it, Dixie. You're being a nuisance. Quit it. We were passing by when these two appeared out of nowhere and attacked this one. We told them to knock it off. They didn't, so they've been rendered unconscious for the time being.
They kind of take a look, then go to the individual who by now has introduced himself to you as Wurs. Let me see here.
Words. Okay.
Yeah, Wurs. I'll type out in the chat his full name.
Good. No.
Meanwhile, like I said, Alistair's just like leaning on his cane, kind of standing right behind these guys, like waiting to just think of the most horrible things and how to butcher. With a smile on his face.
And the guards go, all right, we're going to be taking these two fellas. The rest of you are free to go. And they take
Thank
the
you.
two. Do you want your rope back?
Yes, please.
Here. And they've manacled them together and taken them off.
Alright, and what was the name of the place we needed to meet? Words later?
Shatterspire.
Okay, good. I have that written down correctly. Thank you.
That was no fun at all.
No, it wasn't. And I burned up most of my energy. Let's find an inn. I'm already tired.
Mm-hmm.
You have a good day, Wurs. Hopefully it gets better than whatever that clusterfuck was.
Hopefully.
Indeed.
By the way, I want you to make an insight check, son.
Okay. 18 plus, what is my insight? 4? 22?
The individual you saved, Wurs, he said he didn't know why he was getting attacked, but you have a feeling that he was withholding information.
Yeah, Sun just kind of passively assumed that and just didn't care enough to press it right now.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Yeah, Sun's still in a bad mood because of how many people died just right there. We were almost done with the journey, and then we lost almost everyone. He worked his ass off to keep alive. Sun is in a terrible mood.
Alrighty, well, do we want to stop here? Or do we want to continue for the rest of the next hour?
I think this is a good place to stop, frankly.
Okay, because I know
I'm good
that
with that.
Tensa, you are tired.
Yes,
I just want to
and
make
my
sure
dog
everybody's
pestering me
still,
to go out.
yeah, still good. All right, we're going to stop there as you guys find. The Shatterspire is not an inn; it is a tavern, but they do direct you to a tavern that you can go to. The tavern is
You mean an inn?
oh yeah, not my brain. The inn is bleak, damp, not too comfortable, but it's serviceable. Let's see here. And yeah. Congratulations and welcome to Gracklestug.
Yeah.
Glad we finally made it.
Mm-hmm.
After all that craziness, do we level up?
Good
Good
Let
question.
me see here. Actually, one moment.
Be nice to get that next level.
It would be nice.
Tell me about it. That means I can actually start attacking twice rather than once.
Yeah, I know.
I've got to even see what my 6th level feature is.
Mine's just literally second attack. And 2 new spells.
You know what?
Oh, my AC is going to go up.
I am going to say yes, level up.
Yay.
Yay.
This is a suitable milestone for you guys to level up.
Hell yeah.
That means I have multi-attack finally.
Yay!
My
And
AC
2
goes up
new
by 1.
spells. And I have 2 new spells, and I already know one of them I'm taking just because it seems fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because I get 1 more spell slot. Woohoo!
There it is. Yay.
Because now I have 3 third-level spell slots. Woo!
Do you want to re-roll that?
Yeah, I was about to ask if I could. There we go. That's better.
Come on, give me something
Like
good.
that.
Give me something good.
7.
Oh, what is my constitution modifier?
Cool. I can get the rest of it later.
10 plus 1.
Yay, for once I get full freaking level or full HP.
Full HP, yay!
So I get, what's my constitution? Make sure I got it right. Woohoo, I get 7 extra HP.
Nice.
I get 9 extra HP.
Oh, also,
Yeah.
before you guys go off, I would like
Yes.
everybody to make a Constitution saving throw for their long rest.
Oh, because of how poor the place is?
Kind of.
That is 16 for me.
Okay, let me double check. Here we are.
What's my con?
I gotta find it. Da.
So 4, 3, and 3.
Oh, I was wrong. That's plus 10. I need 1 more.
4, 3, and 3. Now, I also get to have 1 more spell. Be prepared. So I get 1 more spell repaired. Let's see. What do I want to take?
There we go.
Yeah, that's all I get. I get extra health and plus 1 to my AC for my level up.
Okay.
I need a con save.
Okay, what are your con saves other than Canis? Canis, you've already made your save.
Mine's 16.
16.
Okay. Canis, you're the only one who failed, and you've contracted Gracklestug.
Great.
You
The
gain
frick is that?
1 level of exhaustion.
Aw.
Even sleeping, you gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Wait,
Damn.
does it contracting that require you to actually breathe?
Yes.
So why did I have to make this?
Oh yeah. You're
Deathless
undead.
nature.
Well, it's your body. Your body can contract Gracklestug. You're not gonna die from it, but if your body, no.
The thing is, the sun just straight up doesn't breathe, though.
That is true. So then you are automatically
But
immune
doesn't
to
the
this.
Gi guy actually a living being? It's just that if it dies, it doesn't matter
No,
because you have
I
your own
still
body?
count as undead.
Interesting.
Yeah, if you cast the spell, I will register as an undead. That's why Dawnbreaker did not feel comfortable with me.
But yeah, one thing to note about Gracklestug, if you choose to make a dash action, you need to make a Constitution check, and also if you cast a spell, you need to make a Constitution check. The DC is 10 plus your level of exhaustion, and if you fail, the action just fails.
Why
And
for dispel too?
specifically spells with verbal components.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
The idea is, as you're attempting to, you just get a horrible coughing fit, and have to pause a bit to cough up some phlegm.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
But yeah, congratulations, and that's going to be the end of our session. Hey everybody, thank you for making it this far at the very least. Just want to say, hey, if you want to support my channel, it would be awesome if you liked, subscribed, commented, all that fun stuff. If you want to add a little bit of extra support on there, go to my Ko-fi channel. The link will be in the description. Right now, I don't know if the link is actually clickable or not, but I'll have the actual URL you need to go to that you can just copy and paste into the browser. But yeah, you can go to my Ko-fi page, hire me as a game master, even just like subscribe, get some little extra fun stuffs. Or, I mean, you can check out my other store and see if anything there intrigues you. Just there for a little bit of extra support. I'm trying to make sure that I can keep myself self-sufficient on this stuff, and every little bit helps. Thank you very much for watching this, and I hope to see you in the next video.